Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we're getting into the week of the 3rd through the 9th for the Divinely Guided Rune reading. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and get into your zodiac sign for this week of the 3rd through the 9th. Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading. I've already meditated on these runes and cleansed the energetic space here for you, and then we're going back to the Soul's Journey Oracle deck for a card of clarity at the very end. Without further ado, let's jump right on into it. How are we all feeling after those eclipse energies? We had that powerful lunar eclipse and then another powerful solar eclipse. Looks like Ingwaz is in your energetic past position here. This is securing your foundation as the divine masculine. This is successfully planting that seed. This is coming from that place of knowing you have planted it in fertile soil. This is a fertility rune. So you are able to have that peace of mind, that secure, not in like a chip on your shoulder kind of, but in a very stoic almost kind of sense where you're just secure with knowing and responding, and beautiful energies that you're almost, I feel like you've been through like a metamorphosis here during these eclipse energies, Gemini. Let me know in the comments below your journey here. I'm very curious. I love hearing about everybody's stories, okay? Current energies is in Theresa's. This is the thorn or the hill or the giant or the hammer in the rune, depending on which runic alphabet you look at, right? So I'm going to go with Thor's hammer here, the Thor's hammer, or it could be a thorn or the giant, so see a giant hill. Each one of them calls for that that thorough action. That hammer, like Mjolnir, like Thor's hammer, right? It always could hit its mark true, is very thorough with that lightning energy, just super quick and very true and resolute in doing so. So it can build, it can destroy, it can protect. The choice is always up to you, Gemini. But either way, you have that secure stance and peace of mind and knowing what action to take next. A lot of times, Gemini, you're up in your head with this and you're wondering, okay, did I do the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? And just have been called to be more present in these energies, and I think you are doing so with this action. Remember to your CCIA, consistent, committed, imperfect action in doing so, okay? All right. And this, I believe you are remembering your CCIA there, Gemini, your consistent, committed, imperfect action, because you are beginning new things here. You are in this birthing process. This is the birch goddess's rune that literally interpreted is birch or Berkana. Now, Berkana is about that familial style nurturing, that like mothering kind of energy, that nurturing energy as well. So there is both a balance. There's a balance in the dynamic here too, of a balanced divine feminine and masculine. This is a lot like Empress energy here. This is probably more like judgment. Okay, this is more like discernment, coming from a place of knowing, doing that thorough action, making those choices post haste and committing to that, and not waiting for the sun to shine a particular degree in order to do it. You know you got to do it now, so you are doing it now, and you are beginning beautiful things as a result. You're holding that space for more nurturing to begin. You planted the seed, now you're growing that birch. You have that nurturing energy. So beautiful stuff here for you, Gemini. Moving forward, let's get the current influences. Current influences on this are in Othala. Othala is that rune of the foundations of what are we building from? Yeah, this is our legacy work. A lot of people think it's something like a piece of land or something like that they can hold with their hands, something that's a little less perpetual, is more transitory, more like money or something like that, or goods. However, I think this is a paradigm, a type of being, a way of being, rather, that you are leading by example. You're beginning this institution of faith, of knowledge, of practicing, and of yourself, of being, and stepping into leading by example in your own right there, Gemini. It's beautiful stuff. You're making that action, you're nurturing your beautiful beginnings from that healed sense of the divine masculine, and really committed to leaving behind a good legacy. Like, this is what you're going to leave behind for the next 7 generations. Okay. What do you have for your current advice? Moving into the now energies, your current advice is an Anzus. Anzus is a lot like Lagus, but this is definitely the rune of communication. And Gemini, you love to communicate. Okay, you're probably one of the chattiest people, I think, in the whole zodiac. And this is not a bad thing or a good thing. This is just calling you to tap into your divine communication, your divine downloads, your prophetic dream work, and just we all part of communication there, Gemini, is also being silent, listening twice and speaking once. All right. A lot of times people think, oh, that guy is quiet. He must not have a lot to contribute, or she talks too much, therefore, she must be insecure about something. But, Gemini, you like to throw them for a loop. Just make sure you're going for that divine um, communication, that divine downloads, and being divinely guided this whole time, and not letting your ego run the show here. Now, however you display yourself to yourself or to the public, or whatever, this is going to be echoed by how you are tuning in, how you are beginning these things. Because a lot of this you've been playing pretty close to your chest, I think. But I think you're adapting this energy and communicating and really opening yourself up to growing a lot more here. Let's get the rune for the outcome in this reading. For the outcome, yeah, you have Augis, you have the rune of faith. I like to call it the rune of faith. Augis is divine defense, divine protection. More divine downloads here as well. This is a lot of downloads and connection from divine. This is divine defense and connection as well. Still very rooted, very strong, very into your foundations the whole way through. So you have that beautiful divine guidance, Gemini, you keep tapping into. I believe this metamorphosis that you've been going through has been really great and very eye-opening for you. And really, the messages are there. Tune into those divine messages, those synchronicities, the angel numbers, spiritual numbers, colors, things that people say, songs that come on the radio, things like that, are our intuitive messages and our downloads, helping us to be in line with divine communication, the prophetic faith work that you are doing. All right. Let me know in the comments below how this is all resonating for you. This is a pretty awesome rune reading here for you, Gemini. Let's get a message of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. These are messages straight from Source, straight from Divine, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for us today, for Gemini, for today. Okay, for this week of the 3rd through the 9th. All right. Can't feel that guilt all too much out there, okay, everybody? I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, and I think you've been doing that here. Releasing those beliefs and planting them, new ones, nurturing those new ones, releasing, and I think you just have that beautiful kind of conversation. You're having these beautiful steps and being divinely guided, planting the seed, nourishing it, leaving a nice lasting legacy, and still being divinely connected, moving forward in your divine defense, your divine knowing, your inner standing, and being able to just do this all again and keep growing and solidifying that foundation. Nothing to feel guilty about whatsoever, because whatever happened in the past is there to learn from. It's to know that you had it in the first place. Let's read more about that card here today. Again, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. The energy of fear has many guises, from to complicate you on your path to loving yourself. Guilt is the most devious because it is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It is self-imposed emotion that pretends to be instructive and enlightening. Guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been hurtful to others and that we need to make amends. After we do so, though, it is time to learn from that behavior and move on. The problem arises when we hold on to a guilty feeling that serves no purpose than promoting self-destructiveness and low self-esteem. No one is perfect. Everyone makes the mistakes. Guilt is not always a rational thing, but if you examine it subjectively and you act on it and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self love and happiness. You must continually scan your current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released. Yeah, be you, be out there, be beautiful. Remove that thorn from your side, climb that mountain, make that hammer strike. You're doing that right now. You got beautiful growth and legacy moving forward. Don't be so guilty or hard on yourself. You have that divine connection and defense moving forward. Namaste, Gemini. Have a blessed and abundant day.